Wait, who is playing the... So it's pos 4 Ricky, so Collapse is still playing the bat. And Panto is playing position 5 Hoodwink.
Okay, so it is pos for Ricky. Yeah, like I was joking about the previous time, he's kind of on like Vibes life support, right? Like he's not having a great time right now ever since they kicked his buddy Schofield. So Theodore has to do everything he can to try and impress. Panto being run at here. Whisper will be fine fighting in his little puddle. Toro going for the kill onto Theodore. He stepped out a bit too far. Oh, the Jakiro. That's not much of a lane secure, is it? Still a lot to prove for this band. Of course, Theodore formerly on Shopify Rebellion for a hot minute. Collapse will just get run down. King Jungle setting up the second one onto Rue. Ricky can't continue to commit. And you were curious whether Rue would be able to change the complexion of this lane for Bat Rider. Turns out the answer is no. What's kind of the Bat Rider from behind game plan?
He's not exactly behind, but he's not going to be ahead. Yes, equals CS against the Baron. I still think you go for your normal build. The bongo boots and everything, but Rue is going to die here. But he gets a trade.
KJ. And I guess that's better for the Ricky than nothing.
Yeah, that's why he likes to lane with Treant Protector, Undying, something that has a heal.
Six-minute rune. Yeah, they bring two supports here on Spirit while the Jakiro's busy trying to dive the Weaver. KJ will get saved momentarily by Yuma, but they still should be able to finish off the kill. Shadow Demon gets splattered by the Blood Grenade. And Yuma can only offer a few love taps onto Mirel. Their team looks very skirmish heavy, looks fast paced, looks like they want to hit one or two items and then run you down. What about Heroic? Do you think they can fight in this early stage?
Hang on a minute, they're already fighting, right?
They're gonna try onto Panto. This is pretty deep into the tower though. Big Cloud stops the chase.
Big Bushwhack.
Yeah. Bushwhack onto two, Whisper away with the Leg Day, trying to outrun Yatoro. Last few auto attacks juking around the trees. They can't find him. The shield comes through, he'll turn back to Yatoro, but Yatoro had a big stick ready and Rue ready to assist. Spirit will escape with all their lives and so many rotations coming up here for Heroic just to barely find Panto on the back lines. Support for core.
Getting the tower is actually pretty big here. That's the strength of the Jakiro in the early game.
I thought they were going to bring numbers to at least defend this. KJ has found Yatoro, and this has made everything so much sweeter.
And he not only just gave him a shield, you know, he gave him a Lotus too. And he's still gonna die. You're gonna be so disappointed as I TP'd from bot to top to shield you and give you a Lotus and you still die after I saved you.
Trying to wrap around onto Rue. They got the disruption to stop Collapse from interrupting. This is a very high level Bat Rider kill if they can find it. Mirel thinking about helping, but he has no resources. And Tai Lung is dominating.
Try to stop this from happening. They need to hold this tower.
Started to bring the numbers. Collapse very high level, looking for the lasso. It's just a bait for Mirel to come in. There's the chains. Nice break into the silence. You talked about this combination and it comes to fruition. Spirit set that up perfectly.
Yeah, they're gonna bring back up. Sada's coming through the gate. The Badan's gonna TP down.
Have to try and preserve this tower. There's the fight. Coil onto two. Big Macro Pyre under their feet. They're trying to chain stun up this Ember and will be successful in doing so. Collapse could offer nothing for his core. Looks like the spot will be left behind. Panto tries to get himself up to the high ground, but he's spotted. Bushwhack to keep them at bay, but it'll only be momentary breaths that he gets to take. King Jungles cannot disruption you. You cannot be force-staffed out by your allies. There's nothing that's gonna save you. So I don't know. We'll see. For now, tempo being turned up to 100. Panto gets caught out.
Nice Bushwhack.
Tai Lung saved by the disruption. Bushwhack threatening the life of the park, but he's still fine. Has the Photic Shield. Yuma has his ultimate to play with as well. No more threat of the break. He'll be okay to just stand his ground and crush Yatoro. Spirit and company trying to take this fight in an area where they just don't have the gas for it.
In a couple of minutes. Not sure if that's gonna change much of the game. But Here comes Tai Lung.
But a coil might just be a bait though.
smoke
Tai
screen.
Lung, he's been pulled into the clutches and the first life will drop. Heroic trying to punish. Not gonna work out for you this time. More than enough damage to finish off Collapse. Try for a TP out. Any way of stopping him? There's the crush.
That's not too bad actually for Spirit.
Bit of splashback, if you will.
Spirit, they're coming for vengeance. They're
He's
coming
in
for a
trouble.
kill.
Has the BKB. Pops
got
it
BKB.
before the lasso, but he's gonna get put on the high ground. And I don't know about you, but have you ever seen a fish on a cliff? Me neither. He's gone. KJ might be the target. Big coil onto 2 though. Tai Lung trying to turn things around. Buyback for Jakiro. He wants to rejoin the fight. Ice Path trying to look for someone, but the cloud with the shot, it's just doing too much work. Heroic are having trouble maneuvering it, but now Collapse being looked at. Lack of lockdown, keeping them at bay, and now Theolicos being dived. That's a dieback. Yatoro easy time lapse out. Spirit doing a great job poking and prodding. Now they'll think about going back in. Collapse just covering his tracks with that fire, dissuading any further chase. You gotta be so careful on Tai Lung because the smoke screen could come out of nowhere, but Ru has already escaped. Sets up everything for his team, and then now you pick a bat. You don't pivot it, even though they counter pick it with an Abaddon. Yes, you get your farm, but then you're basically useless the whole game. They can't really make these plays. Instead, it's Tai Lung just having the time of day. Orbing onto your Weaver. Nice smoke screen to cover him, and your Toro will get out, but Yuma's on top of him. So able to get vision. Orchid Manta'd off. Toro will be fine with the Hurricane Pike, but this Weaver forced to build so defensive because of it. We got a coil, got a crush. Found Mirel, BKB's there, needs to jump over to the Remnant, but nowhere to run. Maybe a Toro can pull this back from the brink. He spent most of his game running away from Heroic though. Bushwhack, catching Yuma. Popping the borrowed time first, they're coming back in. They need to try and bail Yuma out of here. Running for the
He's
hills,
dead.
taking a lot of damage. The BKB
Oh, he got
still
BKB?
popped. Still
Oh my
going to
God.
die though.
That is a huge kill. Somehow he was alone there.
That feels like a month or 2 of instability. Far from the expectations of many of the South American fans, but if Tai Lung can do this, I mean, give him the puck every day. Found your Toro. Gonna get caught now. There's a time lapse available, waiting it out. Still, the Ice Path should come in. Yules to confirm it. Macro Pyre below his feet, and Yatoro will be caught and slain. They don't need Yuma to carry the game because Tai Lung's in here beating the shit out of them. Making the TI champs look like a bunch of fools in his pubs. Collapse is just going to get caught, swiped down in 3 auto attacks. Here, Toro spotted by a ward. Here's Tai Lung, ready to coil, ready to rumble, forcing the time lapse. There's the break, but Theolicor ready with an Ice Path onto 2. Yuma's right on top of your Toro, and no way out for the bug. Squashed and flattened, fried. I'm gonna see this gun coming, but no one in the triangle. They've switched positions here, a little bit awkward. Panto on the low ground will break the smoke, and the pings come through. It's Yuma on the front lines, leading the charge, but where's the action? Ember's found Theolicor. Save for now. BKB used. Ember still trying to commit for the kill, but an easy TP out. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Yuma just swiping down onto Collapse. No lasso for him, and no Yatoro as well. Manta away, but he'll get chased down, pulled in by the harpoon. No more life for this Weaver. And you gotta imagine maybe the GG's being dropped very shortly. Panto trying to scurry away to the trees, but there's nothing left. Not ready to put an end to things just yet. They've had a sour
One more fight.
opening
They want
to
one
this
more
group
fight.
stage. They want one more fight with Yatoro. Hopefully he can get in there and do the damage. Mirel gonna start things off, run straight into a crush, but just dancing around them at the moment. There's Tai Lung on the back line. Maybe he's gone a bit too deep. Smoke to keep him at bay, but he's still able to jaunt out. Spirit still holding on for now. They got a lasso onto the poor Whisper Slada, and he gets cut up and dried out. Somehow, some way, Spirit are holding on, and Yatoro's trying to do the damage. There's the buyback from the Slada. He'll rejoin the fight. Backline's being ravaged. Spirit on their support still able to escape as Mirel gets focused down. But they found themselves King Jungles on the side. The smoke screens starting to do their work, but Ru now will get hunted down in Yatoro as well. Straight into an Ice Path goes the Manta. Yuma needs to find the auto attacks onto him, but Yatoro's been a little bit sticky. Finally getting found by the disruption. Tai Lung still playing around with them, and Yatoro, he's gonna drop. About your carry, this seems nigh impossible, even with the buybacks. Tai Lung, he's just been untouched this whole fight. One final brawl will end them. And Spirit It's just Collapse desperately trying to defend the towers against creeps. Spirit, a well-known team for not really calling GG early. They'll fight it out till the very end. Maybe they know that Heroic have a long day ahead of them and are trying to wear out their opponents as much as possible. And this is just light work for Tai Lung. Easy for him to take down Collapse, and finally the GGs will be called. Spirit can't be too happy about this one, but Heroic, this is the return for them here. This might be what it takes for them to still secure a good placement.
Going in, going out, making sure that he's creating as much chaos as possible in the team. I think it's just very well played, you know, like one of the best puck performance I've seen, you know.